Coco Gauff issues powerful reflection on growth from US Open to Paris triumph. 3 years ago, Coco Gauff sat alone on her Roland Garros bench, a towel pulled over her face, tears soaking through after a straight sets loss to Iga Swiatek in the 2022 French Open final. She was just 18. It was a moment that made even the most stoic tennis fans ache. That image of heartbreak has stuck with her. But so has the resolve. Fast forward to 2025, and Gauff is no longer the teenager learning on the fly. She's now a two-time Grand Slam champion. So, how were her two victories different? Her first major breakthrough came at home. At the 2023 US Open, she lit up Arthur Ashe Stadium, storming past Aryna Sabalenka to clinch her maiden Grand Slam title. The 19-year-old became the youngest American to win the US Open since Serena Williams in 1999, and only the third teenager to ever lift the trophy in New York. The crowd roared. Gauff cried again, but this time it was joy. And now, in Paris, it's come full circle. The 21-year-old American flipped the script at Roland Garros, coming from a set down to defeat Sabalenka once again. She became the youngest American woman to win the French Open since 2002, the year Serena collected her first title at the French Open. So, how did those two wins feel different? Coco Gauff explained the contrast in a candid chat with usopen.org. It was very different, she said. US Open, I think I believed that I could, but part of me was just like, let's just see what's going to happen. And it was more so relief when that match was over, relief that all the expectations were met. And then here I really truly did believe more that I could do it. I think the feelings right after match point for this one were pride, not necessarily for winning, but just proud of the work, proud of my team, proud of the people around me. That sense of belief wasn't just talk. Moments after sealing her victory over Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff reached into her bag and pulled out a crumpled piece of paper. It wasn't just any paper, it was a personal promise. Scribbled across the page, over and over again, were the words, "I will win French Open 2025. She had filled every inch of it, turning a quiet affirmation into a bold declaration. The idea, she later shared, was inspired by sprinter Gabby Thomas, who had done the same kind of manifestation before winning gold in the 200-meter at the Paris Olympics the previous year. And now, after winning, the American tennis star is on a victory tour. Coco Gauff hasn't hit the brakes since lifting her second Grand Slam trophy, and her victory lap has been nothing short of a New York takeover. Fresh off her Roland Garros triumph, the 21-year-old has been on a whirlwind tour of the Big Apple, making appearances on national TV and stealing hearts everywhere she goes. But Gauff didn't show up solo. Her travel buddy? A mini replica of the Suzanne Lenglen Cup, which she proudly brought along to her interviews like it was her new favorite accessory. The ultimate flex came during her late-night debut on The Tonight Show, where she made a surprise entrance during Jimmy Fallon's monologue. The crowd erupted into a standing ovation before Fallon announced a mock vote. Final tally? A clean sweep, 217-0. The motion passed. Coco Gauff is a national treasure and one of the greatest athletes living today. That's not all. The 21-year-old finally made it to her first WNBA game, sitting courtside with her youngest brother, Cameron. The sibling duo soaked in the electric energy at Barclays Center as the New York Liberty took on the Chicago Sky. Adding to the star-studded scene were Vanessa Bryant and her daughters, sitting just one seat over. Of course, the party has to pause, at least temporarily. The grass season is calling, and Coco Gauff's ready to trade New York glam for Berlin grit. She's slated to kick off her Wimbledon prep next week at the WTA 500 in Germany.